Welcome back to my channel again. My name is Dr. Yokunle, of course you guys know me. And we have Dr. Big Adoma, aka Dr. Big. Today is going to be discussing about universities in the UK that offer scholarship program, most especially for master's program or postgrad.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And so, guys, if you haven't seen yet, please click the like button, and that's the least thing you can do. That's the least favor you can do for us, and also subscribe if this is your first time here. Dr. Big, please, first of all, what's the first thing to do? Like, what's the first thing to do if a student is interested in applying for the UK scholarship program?
Okay. First of all, you need to know which course you want to apply. Yeah. You need to know your course of study and, of course, which university you would prefer. But when you're looking for a scholarship, I think you need to be flexible in terms of your course. Yeah. And in terms of the school, you also need to be flexible as well, because not all schools offer scholarships and not all courses have scholarships. So some are very specific. I would point out a few schools and certain scholarships that you can apply to every year in the UK. Like every year, they're on an annual basis. Then I will just point out a few schools from my personal experience that offer scholarship. Of course, every scholarship is competitive. It's not going to come on a platter. But of course, you can get it. You can get it. So they are looking for people like you. So feel free apply. It's free. Application is free. You don't pay.
Now let's go to the requirements. What are the requirements?
Yes, for most of those scholarships, they require people with like really high GPs, like GPA, and I think most of them 3.0 and above. They higher the better on a 4-point scale. You need your degree classification. Like, you need to have gotten your certificates, first class, second class, wherever you feel. Like for people from Nigerian universities, I'm sure it's quite tricky for someone to have a second class, but they really have like high GP. You understand? So don't rule yourself out just because you came out with a second class. You think it's just for people with first class. Sometimes the difference between first and second class offer could be really close. So some of these universities will not really maybe look at if you graduated with first class. They're looking at your CGPA. So that's what matters. And so long as it's clear on your transcript, if it's on a 5-point scale or a 4-point scale, then it makes it even better for them to make their decision. When it comes to this, I think the CGPA and a very good personal statement. Like very good personal statement is what's going to stand you out. I feel like there are some people who have gotten this scholarship who may not have the best of result, but they really had good statements. And good personal statements stems from your experience. It could be work experience, it could be volunteering, it could just be something you have done that just makes you stand out. Something that what actually the motive is, what can you offer the university? What can you offer the scholarship awarding body? They are giving you this scholarship because they feel like you are exceptional. What are your plans after graduation? How do you feel like the course you've been offered scholarship to study could transform whichever environment you intend to go back to? Maybe you want to go back to your country, you want to remain in the UK. Basically, what can you offer with this scholarship? Because they are giving it to people who can change, like game changers, really. They are not just giving it to you to just come and study and then just be like everyone else. You need to also market the institution. You need to market the country. So it's for commercial purpose as well. They won't tell you all this, but your personal statement should tick all these boxes.
Okay. All right. So now you've spoken about CGPA and
personal statement.
Personal statement, transcript. What else? Like, what about work experience? What about? I understand you said the personal statement goes a long way. So
the person. You talked about work experience. I think in Nigeria, the references are good references. But I mean, you got your reference from Professor this and that. That's good. Okay, what did you do there?
It doesn't count. graduate, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's important to have a good reference. It's good for your maybe self-esteem and ego. Maybe you work with Professor Wole Soyinka or something. It's good, but at the end of the day, what are you able to learn from him? What exactly did you do whilst working with him? Of what impact was working with him? That's why I always talk about work experience. When I say work experience, I don't mean paid work experience most of the time. I just mean, what have you done?
Yeah.
It could even be something you did at home.
Related to the program you're applying to.
Yes, what is the relationship? What is the correlation between that? Can you be able to link that experience, what you learned, and that program? Which skill did you think would be useful for that study from your work experience? You understand? It's always about examples. I've said it before. It's always about examples. You can cite a lot of things, but if you cannot give an example where you have done this thing, it doesn't carry much weight. You understand? So it's about application. Because for one, you believe that somebody who has done something before can do it again, but someone who has never done it before, what's the chance that they can do it actually? So that's why I talk about work experience. It's just to boost your personal statement. It's not really because of having some universities will ask you to submit your CV actually. And what do you think you're checking in your CV? Every scholarship, every course has objectives. They have criteria. They have certain attributes they are looking out for. They are looking at your work experience, asking themselves, are you ticking these boxes? They are looking at your CV, asking themselves, are you ticking these boxes? They are reading your personal statement, asking themselves, is this the person we are looking for? They are looking for somebody, and you have to make them understand that I'm the one you're looking for. Yeah. Once you're able to convince them, the chance is there that you get it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the requirement. So now let's talk about how to actually apply.
Okay, now on the application for the postgraduate course, it's mostly masters. You apply directly to the universities. So here you're going to be doing a lot of work. Yeah, you have to do a lot of research on your own about the course, about the universities, and there are lots of factors to consider: cost of the tuition, cost of living. The cost of living means both transport, food, and other miscellaneous housing and other miscellaneous expenses. Just like every other country, certain cities are cheaper than others in the UK. I mentioned in the previous episode that the farther you go from London, the cheaper it's going to be for you. Yes, but the difference between London and this area is also availability of jobs, just to keep yourself going in terms of just having some money to buy food and stuff like that, just to go around. You understand what I mean? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the ball is in your court. It's your choice to make. Where do you want to go? Yeah, it depends on how much you've planned, you've budgeted for the program. Yeah, so it's all about budgeting. Yeah.
Okay, so now the student should reach out to the university, send them email.
No, you basically just go on the university website, you search for your course. If it's exactly what you want, you are lucky, so you could apply for it. Sometimes they may not have exactly the course you're looking for, but they might have something related, or they might have given it a different name. So that's why you have to read the course outline to be sure, because sometimes they give them different names, but you realize that, like for example, public health and global health. I don't know what the difference is. I think they are the same thing, but if you read the course outline, you realize that global health is quite different, like just a little. Some people argue with me that they are the same. I might even wake up tomorrow and argue that they are the same, but it's just that they are just the same, quite the same outline, but just giving different names. So university just give their courses different names just to act like they are different or unique from the rest, but it's the same thing, the same models. And models also have different names, but they have the same contents. So reading the course outline is also good because it helps you with your personal statements, because in your personal statement, if you're able to state certain specific words in relationship to your course, okay, it's like you're trying to impress them, like I know the course I'm coming for. I understand what I'm getting myself into, and there is something I'm looking out for. I look forward to studying this particular module in so semester. So they are impressed. They're like, oh, this person knows exactly what they are coming for. So they will appreciate you throwing in things like that here and then, your personal statement. Don't overdo it because you haven't studied the course yet.
Yeah,
just throw it in 1 or 2 places to make them understand that you know what you're getting yourself into and you're ready for the task.
Okay, so now let's move to the names of the universities, like the list
Okay.
you have some couple.
Okay, there are loads of them in the UK, but I will just mention a few that you could apply for scholarships through, and I'll mention the names of the scholarships. For Bristol, the University of Bristol, there is what they call the Think Big Postgraduate Scholarship. Yeah, it's open to every master's student applying for studies at Bristol University. I don't know if it is course limited, but I think they are quite open. Yeah, it's quite open to most postgraduate applicants. So you can only apply for this after you've been offered an admission. So yeah, there is a link for it. You just fill in. It's a very short form. You fill it in and you submit, and all the best to you. Yeah, all the best to you. Yeah, it's quite competitive because they are looking for the very best. Yeah, it's quite.
No, you said all the best for you.
Yeah, it's quite competitive. Another one is the St. George's University in London. Sometimes for their public health program, they do open up scholarships for those applying for masters in public health. Yeah, it's open to all applicants so long as you've secured an admission with them. And yeah, it's also competitive. Yeah, also competitive. Every scholarship I mentioned is competitive. So, but don't be scared. People like me and you get it, so don't be scared. Yeah. For University of Gloucestershire, it's not famous. It's not like a popular university, but they do offer discounts in terms of tuition. Sometimes the discounts would be as much as 20%. These things change every year, so it's not set in stone. Yeah, but that's why it's good for you to keep up with the university website and update prior to every admission cycle.
Okay, so is it fully funded? Or?
No, it's not. It's not fully funded. It's not fully funded. The only fully funded I've mentioned thus far, like aside accommodation, is the Think Big scholarship. It's quite huge. You could get as much as £20,000 for tuition. Yeah, £20,000 for tuition, and I think the tuition is around that. So it's like you're not paying tuition; you're only going to be taking care of your accommodation and living expenses. Yeah, for SGU London, I think it's also full tuition and some stipend. Yes. For University of Gloucestershire, it's like a discount. Yeah, it's like a discount, but the discount is quite huge. Actually, you could get as much as £4,000 off your tuition. For Robert Gordon University, and that's about 20% tuition. I actually know someone who was given this, but he opted for another university. Yeah, I can confirm that I know someone who actually got this, like around £4,000 off their tuition. £4,000, yes. And at the end, he gets to pay about 7,000 or 8,000. That's really good. You can't get that sort of discounts just like that in the UK. They are hard to come by. So now I will just go to specific scholarships that international students especially will apply for the 2023 academic year. So you can look out for this for those thinking of applying for 2024 start, because the 2023 admission cycle is coming really close, and most people have gotten admission already for that. So there is one called the Chevening scholarship. Yeah. That's UK universities. The level is masters. So it covers both tuition, living expenses, and even airfare return to your country. Yeah, it does that. Yeah. So it's quite huge. There is a Gates Cambridge scholarship. So what I will do is I will basically send you the link. Maybe you could share it on the screen for them to see. Yes. Yeah, so it will be easier that way. Yeah, there is the Gates Cambridge scholarship. That's also fully funded. By fully funded, it means it covers everything, including stipend, health insurance. I mean, anything you can think of. Yeah, you basically just go in there to study, have fun. Yeah, there is the Simmons University Kotzen scholarship. That's for undergraduates only. Yeah, that's quite rare, having an undergraduate scholarship. Yeah. So this scholarship is offered for undergraduate studies, covers full tuition, mandatory fees. It covers everything, like everything. Imperial College London Scholarship. That's for PhD only.
Okay.
Yes. The GEMS International Undergraduate Scholarship. This is offered specifically by the University of Stirling in Scotland. I think it's £8,000. So you'd have to find out how much the fees would be for each year, and then you can do the maths.
Okay.
Yeah. So I talk about the Bristol Think Big scholarship. The Bristol Think Big scholarship also has for undergraduate as well. It's not just for postgraduate. It has both undergraduate and postgraduate. So you apply to the one that is specific to you. If you're studying an undergraduate course, you apply for the undergraduate. If you're studying a postgraduate, for the postgraduate. Each has its own application form, so apply to the right one. Yeah. So like I mentioned, you can get up to £20,000 fee waiver. Yeah, from your cost of your tuition, which is basically the cost of the tuition anyway. So you're not paying tuition. That's what that means. Yeah. So University of East Anglia Scholarship, that's masters, is fully funded. Yeah, which means they pay for everything. Just get yourself there and have fun studying. The Rotary Peace Fellowship, that's for masters, fully funded as well. Yeah, and it applies to. This even applies to universities in the US, in Japan, in the UK, Australia, Sweden, Thailand. Yeah, but we are talking about the UK, so watch out for that. University of Edinburgh, PhD scholarships, I think it's worth about £14,500, which is quite a good sum, Yeah. It's quite a good sum. So it covers tuition fee plus maintenance per year for the duration of the program. So there is the Goldsmiths International Response Scholarship. There is also the Global Excellence Postgraduate Scholarship. That's offered by the University of Dundee. The Goldsmith is offered by the University of London. And there are other awards like the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence offered by University of Bath. The Global Leaders Scholarship also offered by University of Bath. Yeah. They are quite a number, to be honest. I never expected them to be this much. I'm just reading some of them for the first time. Yeah. So what's going to happen is you share the link and they can use the web, and just keep an eye on these ones. And my advice is try to find out their requirements, so that in case there is any essential requirements or whatever you feel is an essential requirement that you haven't yet met. You could prepare yourself for that. Yeah, that's what people usually do. You could target a particular scholarship or one or two and make sure you meet all the requirements. Give yourself a chance.
Yeah. So guys, please, I'm going to put the universities, I'm going to list them in the description below. Please check it out. And also, if you have any question, just put everything in the comment section. Dr. Big will attend to every single question in the comment section. And guys, if this is your first time, please subscribe, and if you haven't yet, please click the like button. And also in the next episode, we are going to be talking about how to apply for the UK student visa. So you have to keep it low, you have to subscribe, and also you can share it to your friends as well who are interested. So guys, we'll see you guys again the next time. Thank you. Peace.
All right, guys. Thank you. Yeah.